unang panahon, itong Iglit, marami pa pong tamaraw dito. Yung buong lalawigan ng Occidental Mindoro, may mga tamaraw. Yung buong lugar na ito, ito na po yung tirahan ng mga tamaraw, baboy damo, usa, at mga unggoy. Meron dyan hanggang doon yan. Ganun. At palibot yan pa ganun.
A dwarf buffalo resembling the more familiar carabao, the tamarao is found nowhere else in the world but on the island of Mindoro. The tamarao, along with other wildlife species, share this area with the Mangyans. Mount Iglit Baco is the ancestral domain of the indigenous tribe. From about 10,000 a century ago, the tamarao's population has been decimated by disease, poaching, and habitat destruction and conversion. This prompted the International Union for Conservation of Nature and the Philippine government's Department of Environment and Natural Resources to classify the tamarao as critically endangered, just a step above extinction. The DENR conducts an annual count of the tamarao. As of April 2017, there are only 401 individual tamarao in Mount Iglit Baco.
Maraming baka dito noon nung pinasok ng pastuhan. Naging praktisan ng yung mga naunang sundalo, practice target, yung mga hayop ilang. Siyempre sa pagdami ng mga tao, doon po unti-unting kumukunti yung tamaraw.
It has been illegal to kill, hunt, or even wound a tamarao since 1936, yet their numbers remain dangerously low. The Mindoro Biodiversity Conservation Foundation Incorporated, or MBCFI, is at the forefront of the conservation initiatives in Mindoro Island, a global biodiversity priority area. MBCFI is a member of the International Union for Conservation of Nature. It receives core funding support from the Malampaya Joint Venture Partners. MBCFI provides integrated biodiversity conservation and development programs based on biological researches, socioeconomic surveys, conservation needs assessment, and management plans. They also provide training in sustainable livelihood projects for Mangyans.
Ang ibinigay po na training ng MBCFI sa aming sitio o pamayanan ay yung nursery, pagduduktong ng mga prutas. Ang binigay ngayon sa amin ay yung markot ng mga prutas, yung abono, yung organic. May kasama ring mga punong kahoy na datihan na sumisibol dito.
The programs are all meant to address poverty by providing eco-friendly solutions. Mangyans welcome efforts to conserve and protect wildlife and their habitats. They have a deep spiritual connection to the land, and they believe spirits that reside within nature have a way of getting back at men who abuse the environment.
Tumatanim na ang ating pamahalaan ng mga jimili na mahogani, pero binabaha pa rin sila at tinatabunan ng mga bundok dahil landslide. Ito ay ganti ng mga espiritu na hindi natin nakikita. Respeto din natin, igalang yung kanilang tirahan. Sa paggalang ng tirahan ng mga espiritu na yon, paggalang na rin sa ating samut-saring buhay ilang.
Despite the Mangyans' unease around outsiders, Noveloso coordinates with groups and institutions out to save the tamarao and their environment, which, he notes, is slowly dying.
Unti-unti na rin nagkaroon ng kaisipan ng mga katutubo na dapat pati sila ay makabahagi din sa pangalaga ng tamaraw. At hindi lang tamaraw, samut-saring buhay. Kaya nga yung mga pumapasok na katuwang sa mga pangangalaga ng ating samut-saring buhay at tinatanggap ng tribo, dahil kung sa ngayong panahon, kung tribo na lang mismo yung mga ngalaga kagaya nung wala pang mga Tagalog, hindi po kaya ng tribo.
From hunting the Tamarao, Mangyans now serve as its protectors. It is their belief that their fate is intertwined with the threatened animal.
Paniniwala ng tribo ay kapag naubos ang tamaraw, mawawala na rin yung mga katutubo.
The Mangyan know that the world is changing fast around them. They know they have to forge a new path to the future. A future where man, nature, and the Tamarao thrive.